Hello, Ms. Clark.
Hello.
My name's Ashley. I'm going to be the student nurse practitioner doing your exam today. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. So I'm going to first start by assessing your mental status. So can you tell me what your name is?
Kelly Clark.
Okay. Can you tell me why you're here?
Annual checkup.
Okay. Can you tell me what the date is?
December 9th, 2021.
Okay, perfect. So she's alert and oriented times 3, having a normal conversation with me, no stuttering, no slurring of words. Everything seems to be within defined limits on that. So I'm going to start by just kind of looking over your head, assessing, the cranial nerves. So it's going to be kind of doing some weird things, but just bear with me. So we're going to go over the first one. So if I have you occlude one nostril, and I'm not going to actually have her do it, but this is where I would hold up something common like coffee, or have you close your eyes and have you smell it and tell me what it is. So that would be the first cranial nerve, but we're actually not going to do that one. Okay. Second one is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hold this chart out. Definitely like a distance like this. Can you read the smallest one? Well, close one eye for me. Thank you. And read the smallest one that you can.
EPTZO, let's see, CFDHJ, I can read.
CFDHJ. Okay, so that's 20, 25. Can you go ahead and close the other eye and do the same thing?
LTFPH?
Yeah, so that one's 2020. Do you wear glasses or contacts?
I have contacts.
Okay. So then I'm going to test the 3, 4, and 6. So we're going to do the cardinal gazes and we're going to check Perla. So I'm going to go ahead and take this, and for Perla, I'm just going to have you look straight at me, and I'm going to flash the light in your eyes, checking to see if your pupils are equal, round, or reactive. All right, this one. All right, so both pupils constricted well, how they're supposed to. Pupil size is probably a good 3. So her pupils are Perla. Excuse me. Now I'm going to hold this out, and you're going to go ahead and follow just with your eyes, and I'm just going to move it around, okay? Perfect. So, no stuttering of the eyes. 6 cardinal gazes are intact, which is great. 5th one, I'm going to go ahead and have you clench your jaw, and I'm going to kind of try and pull it apart. But don't let me do that, okay? So go ahead and clench. Okay, good. So the 5th one's intact. 7th is facial nerve, so I'm just going to have you do a couple goofy things. So go ahead and puff your cheeks out. Perfect. Go ahead and smile. Frown. Raise your eyebrows. Okay, perfect. Next one is 8. What we're going to do is this one test your hearing. So I'm going to have you go ahead and kind of occlude the one here. And I'm going to stand off to the side. I'm going to whisper a word to you, and you go ahead and just repeat it back to me, okay?
8. 9. Dog.
Okay, we're going to go on the other side.
Chair.
Fridge. Desk. Okay. Next we're gonna do 9 and 10, which I don't have a tongue depressor with me, but I'm gonna have you open your mouth and say ah.
Ah.
Okay, and this is where I would test your gag reflex, but I don't have a tongue depressor, so gag reflex we're gonna say intact. Next one here is the accessory muscles. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push down on your shoulders, and you're gonna kind of push up against them, okay? Perfect. And then last one, number 12, is just go ahead and sticking out your tongue. I'm going to have you move it up to the sides. Perfect. All right, all 12 cranial nerves are intact. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing some more kind of neural assessments. So go ahead and stick your arms out. Perfect. And then I'm going to put an object in your hand. You're going to close your eyes, and you're just going to tell me what it is by kind of feeling it. It's going to be a normal object that you would know what it feels like, okay? So go ahead, close your eyes. All right.
A pen.
Okay, perfect. On a normal basis, I would continue to do with a couple of different objects, but in this case, we're just going to do the pen. Next one is I'm going to have you do the same thing, holding your arms out, and then I am going to write a letter in your palm. When you're closing your eyes, you're going to tell me what letter it is, okay, or what number.
3. 9.
Okay, perfect. Next, we're going to test your reflexes. So we're going to do a couple different ones, which you might not be familiar with. So we're going to start with the brachial reflex. I'm gonna go here and tap. See if I can get it a little bit. We're gonna pretend that one worked. Okay, now we're gonna go to the patellar ones.
I think I'm broken.
There we go. Now we're gonna go with the Achilles ones. So we're gonna put it up here.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're okay. Okay, and the last one is called Babinski, which we hold up, and then from the opposite end, and I don't know if you can see here, but I'm gonna run it up your foot, and your toes will kind of like almost, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, next, we're gonna go ahead and it's gonna kind of be funny, but I'm gonna have you go ahead and reach your arms out. I'm gonna have you touch your nose with both hands. There you go. Now the other one. Perfect. And I'm gonna go ahead and take the right shin or the right heel and then run it all the way from your knee down to your foot. Perfect. And you do the opposite. Perfect. And then last thing for our neuro kind of assessments is I'm gonna have you take your hands and on your legs, I'm gonna have you kind of go back and forth really quick as fast as you can. Okay, perfect. So no hesitation, no stopping. All right, next we're gonna go to the musculoskeletal system. So we're gonna be testing range of motion, your gait, kind of see if everything is equal and looking good. So first I'm gonna start by go ahead and just squeeze my fingers as hard as you can. Okay, great. Hand grips are both equal on both sides. Then I'm going to go ahead and with your feet, I'm gonna kind of put my hands on the bottom side of your feet. I'm gonna have you press down as hard as you can, okay? Perfect. Same thing, both feet are equal with their strengths. I'm going to have you actually go ahead and stand up. And can I just have you walk around just a little bit? I'm just assessing your gait. It's steady, it's equal. I don't see any swaying, I don't see any tripping. Obviously, she's not using any assistive devices to walk around, so that's good. I'm gonna have you stand up again.
Oh,
sorry, there's a couple
okay.
things. Okay, I'm gonna have you walk heel to toe.
Okay.
And just make sure that I'm checking your balance. Perfect, no stumbling, everything looks good there. Last thing here, while you're standing, I guess the last few things, is I'm gonna have you stand with your feet together, okay? And then I'm gonna actually just have you close your eyes, and this is the Romberg test, and it just assesses your balance. So I don't really see any swaying, everything looks good, your balance is great, so that's good. Last thing, when you're standing, I'm gonna have you test kind of your range of motion of your arms and shoulders. So I'm gonna have you go ahead and lift your arms up, perfect, and then down, and then in a circle. All right, perfect. Okay, you can go ahead and sit down. I just wanna make sure here, I have one last thing to do, and that's just assessing your spine. So sorry, I'm gonna have you stand up again. I'm gonna have you go ahead and at least bend down. If you can't touch your toes, that's fine, but I just wanna feel your spine here, making sure it's midline. Any pain?
Nope.
When I touch? Okay. I don't feel any, bumps or anything weird with the spine, so that's good. All right, lastly,